So one thing about me is that I don't do drama. Like, I never fall out with people. I never have beef with people. I'm not the kind of girl that has ever had like a shouting match in a bar with someone. Just not my vibe. I always am going to go for direct, respectful, assertive communication. So if there's a problem, I want to talk about it and I want to understand it. And I need more people to understand that you do not have to have relationships like that. You do not have to have friendships, relationships with family, romantic relationships where there's this tension and anger and like aggressive communication. I know for people that are in abusive relationships, this is very different. But what I'm talking about is just your average friendships. So when my friends come to me and they say, oh my gosh, I've fallen out with XYZ, I physically don't understand it. I just don't get it. I don't get why we're not having conversations, why we're not calling each other out in the middle of a conversation when someone says something. And I get it, sometimes someone says something and you need a bit of time, and so you might reflect. But you can go back to that person and say, hey, you said that thing at brunch the other day and it's been sitting with me and I want to talk about it. You can have respectful dialogue, because that's what friendships and relationships are. It's not a one-sided thing. If you have a friend that's constantly dictating the rules and regulations of the friendship, the rules and regulations of how you communicate, when you communicate, what is said, what is not said, that's not a friendship. If you leave interactions with a person feeling less than, feeling more depleted than you did when you entered that conversation, then that's not for you. You get to decide. Stop handing that power over to somebody else. So I'm expecting more of you to own your relationships in 2025 and to contract better with the people who are in your lives. That's all.